All right, here's the new project. That shelf's coming down. That's coming down. The second shelf, the lower shelf, is coming down. All the tools are coming down. The hose reel's coming down. And I'm going to redo this whole wall. This shelf is going to come down a few inches. That shelf is going to be gone. I've got a new double bulb LED light that's going to go on the new shelf. I'm going to redo this a little bit, these shelves. And oh, that's it. I'm just basically going to make this more convenient. The little shelf for that battery, the battery will go on this shelf when I get this put back up. And this is going to get moved down a little bit, and in between there's going to be a place for my Makita tools. And that's it. I got everything. I was going to buy a light that had, get this, Bluetooth speakers built into the light. But I got to thinking, in order for them to put Bluetooth and speakers in a $60 light, they had to go really cheap on the lights. So I don't want to replace this again. So I just decided to buy a good LED light and be done with it, not one with the speakers. Alrighty, let me get started. I got to take everything off of here. And oh yeah, this is how warm it is. Back in shorts. Alright, we're getting there. I got one shelf down. I'm fixing to unscrew this shelf. And then all the trim. The reason I have these 2x4s behind the shelf brackets is to see the trim back here, the window trim. This used to be a window. I closed this window up when I built this carport over here. And so I'm going to take the window trim off so I can put the shelf flush up against the wall there. And we're getting there. I'm going to have a lot more room. Now I've got to get that battery off and take this down and get the shelf off. That's next. Alright. It doesn't look level through the camera, but I've put my level on it and it's level all the way across, so I guess it's just the camera making it look odd. Alright, now on this end I'm going to put my air hose probably just under, I'll bolt it up just between the shelf bracket and the corner bracket for the battery. I decided to leave that battery up because it's pretty heavy, and the stand I have it sitting on is pretty stout, so I don't have to worry about it being you know, too heavy for the shelf, because I do have the shelf brackets inverted just because. Okay, now I'm going to paint it. And everything that's not white, I'm going to paint white. And I'll probably do that tomorrow. And below that, against the wall, I got a new piece of plywood I'm going to put over there. And go back to hang all my tools back up. And then I'm thinking, this shelf system right here bolts to that wall. I'm thinking about turning it around and bolting it to that wall. It'll move it a little further away, and it'll keep stuff from falling over the far edge. It'll give me basically two sides, you know, it'll give me this side and that side to put stuff on the shelf, because I knock stuff off of that shelf constantly. And you know, when I'm messing with weight eaters or a saw, this thing needs to be a little bit further away from the bench. So I'll do that tomorrow too. But for now, yeah, I may go ahead and get my paint out and go ahead and paint it and then be done for the day. I got my plywood in the truck. I've got to get that in here just in case it rains overnight. See you tomorrow. Alrighty, I got the first coat on the shelf and the brackets. I'm going to put a second coat on the shelf and a first coat on that behind the bench. And then a second coat on that. And then I'm going to go to putting stuff back. And I'm going to make some little cubbies up under here that are 4 inches deep, or wide or thick, whatever, 12 inches deep, and as wide as these storage containers I have. So I've got 4 of them, and I'm gonna make a space for 4 of them underneath the shelf, because these are where I put all my little lawnmower parts and stuff that get away from me if I don't keep careful track of them. So the painting, I'm gonna finish the painting and then go to working on these cubbies. I'm gonna use 1x4 for the sides, and I've got a piece of 1/4 inch back there behind everything. I'm gonna use that for the base, and then I will be rehanging all my tools up there. It's coming along. I may finish this today. I'm in no hurry, but that's what it's looking like so far. All right, it doesn't look like much is done, but I got that up. I've got these mounted. Now I'm going to paint them before I put the bottom on. I hate that I'm giving up 4 inches of tool hanging space back here, and I'm rethinking putting the light under here. I think I'm going to put my new light up here, replace this single tube fluorescent, and I'll put my original single LED bulb back up under here. And see these little storage containers? That's where they're going to go. They're going to slide in like that. Oh, I got 4 of them. And I'm going to paint them first, and then I'm going to put my plywood across the bottom. Let me get the paint. We're getting there. I got my hose reel hung back up, and I'm gonna put what I'm doing here. I'm gonna put 2 more here between the hose reel and my plug here. I'm gonna leave that plug open, and then I gotta put 1 more coat of paint on the 1x4s here, and then I'm going to cut this 1/4 inch. Put it on the bottom. You know, this is only 3/8 of it. I just might go with the plywood, because I don't want it to flex. And there's a couple of them things that are pretty freaking heavy with, you know, filled up with spark plugs and stuff. I haven't decided, but now I got to go in, get on the computer, and find out what the hell a thyroid is, because apparently mine has to come out. I had a CAT scan the other day, the second one in 6 months, and I got something called nodules on a thyroid, and the last few months my heart has been pounding funny, and they told me that that's why. Anyway, let me go in and see what the hell a thyroid is, and if it's one of them parts I just got to have. And then in the meantime, this will dry, and I'll come put the second coat on. Okay. Golly, my back. Well, there's what I had intended. See those little cases that are in there? I have 2 more, but that they're full, and that's what I built. Those will hold my little lawnmower small engine parts. I've got, as I said, I'm going to build another big one here to put stuff like that, and I've got a tire patching kit, just stuff that I use all the time and I want to have easily accessible without other stuff sitting on it that I got to pick up. Oh yeah, my thyroid. It turns out I need it. It's still a little premature. The symptoms I'm having are hard to swallow, hard to breathe, irregular, rapid heartbeat, and a few other things. Smelly feet. Oh no, my feet smell anyway. So they want to know about your family history, so I talked to my sister, and it turns out, I don't know why I didn't know this, but her and my other sister, both older by the way, much older, really old. They love it when I do that. They both have thyroid problems, and my grandmother had to have her thyroid removed, so it is hereditary. So anyway, just one day at a time. I ain't going to get all upset about it. There's treatments, and you know, it's nothing that'll kill you if you deal with it, and I'm going to deal with it. So anyway, I'm going to paint that 2 coats, and then I'm going to put my light up underneath it, and I think I'll work on that light just so I can get that out of the box and mounted. It's going to really be bright over there, which is what I need, because I'm telling you, the older you get, the more bright light you need on stuff you're working on, because it's really hard to see. Your eyes don't see like you did when you were in your 20s and maybe even 30s. So that's next. I'm going to paint that. Let me show you how it works. Just, I know you know, but I'm kind of proud of this little idea here. See, you need a part, take it down, look in there, take your part, put it away. I'm going to paint, I'm not going to paint the base where they're setting because it'll just rub the paint off. I'm going to paint this and up underneath it. And the reason I'm going to do that is so the light will reflect down. So painting's next. See you in a bit. Alrighty, that's done. Painted, we're done. Now, I was going to put the light up under there, but I freaking broke it. And it ain't worth fixing. I'm going to buy me a new one. That is old, and since I bought that, they've really improved LED technology. So I'm just going to buy a new one. What the heck. Alright, see you tomorrow. I'm going in. My back hurts so bad, it hurts to breathe. You ever had a back hurt so bad that inhaling is painful? Well, that's the point I'm at. See you tomorrow.